Hey guys, this is SUNSfan with a spotlight video for Mazzie.
So, there I was, drinking with my friends. Well, actually, I was drinking alone, but I was thinking about my friends, so it's basically the same thing. Anyway, Sniper walks into my workshop and is like, Mazzie, you're wasting your life. And I'm like, geez, Sniper, if I wanted to feel bad about myself, I'd ask my parents why they never visit me on my birthday. But Sniper's not interested in hearing about parental abandonment. He's interested in uniting the Keenfolk clans. So I say I'll help, on the condition that I get to give the group a cool name. Sniper rolled his eyes and sighed, which is basically the same thing as a yes. And that's how the Society of Like-Minded Keenfolk was born.
Mazzie's a common red hero with 6 attack, 3 armor, and 6 health. As his stats would suggest, he comes with no active or passive ability. Mazzie's signature card is the 4 mana improvement Steel Reinforcement, which will provide a tower with +1 armor. Now this is an interesting hero. 6 attack is pretty decent, 6 health not so much, while the 3 armor is insane. Of course, the thing to consider here is that going from 2 armor to 3 doesn't necessarily offer that much. Main reason for that is because creeps do 2 damage and retaliate does 2 damage. But still, it's kind of cool to just have that much armor. Because of his signature card, he screams defense, which isn't always the prerogative of color red. The way armor works on towers is similar to that of heroes. If you put 1 improvement up, it'll block each unit's damage by, you guessed it, 1. If you can put 2 on a tower, it means that melee creeps will just do nothing. Because the strength of this hero comes in modifying a tower, why not add a little burning oil to your deck? If you're able to get the enemy to give up on a tower because of your armor improvements, burning oil can be used on another, so they don't necessarily have to be used together. This is also one of the few red heroes that can really benefit from heroic resolve, as his HP is definitely his weakest point. And depending on the format, I kind of like pick the fight for Mazzie, as he's able to tank up creeps really easily, therefore allowing his melee creeps to win out over time. Mazzie is all about delaying, so you better be sure you have a good late game, which typically means you'll have some blue in the mix. Zeus and Luna are the first 2 that come to mind, as they can hold their own once it gets to a certain point of the game. But also a hero like Kana is very interesting, as she's focusing on one lane, while Mazzie can help defend another. This isn't exactly a normal combination, but in theory, it's sound. Normally, Mazzie won't care about spells since he has so much armor to reduce the damage, but if it's piercing, that's another story. Spells like Thunder God's Wrath and Luna's Eclipse completely ruin him. Also, improvement killers pretty much nullify the main reason you even put him in your deck. So demagicking Maul, Smash the Defenses, or even Pugna's ability Nether Blast are a few of the ways to accomplish this. And lastly, even though we don't see this card too often, Rend Armor completely ruins Mazzie as well, as he'll simply just turn into a 6/0/6 red hero, also known as completely awful stats. Any cheap items you can find to boost this little guy's HP are needed, Traveler's Cloak and Stonehall Cloak being the main focus. And for the sake of synergy, I do have to mention a couple items that are definitely not normal, or even easy to get, but still hilarious in their own way. Seraphim's Shield is the first, as it'll reduce the damage of all units in the lane by 2, which of course synergizes well with your improvements. And then of course we have the 19 gold Vesture of the Tyrant, which will provide a tower with 3 armor. So if you're able to stack that with your improvements, you're looking at a hilarious 6 armor for your tower. To see the ratings of every card from professional players, be sure to visit artifaction.gg. If you want to be featured on this channel, you can also submit memorable clips you see on stream to us at artifaction.gg/submit. Thanks for watching and subscribing to Artifact Cinema. Be sure to click that bell icon in order to get notified when we put up a new spotlight or guide.